Hello, vinyl community. This is Mike with TCAT's Deep Vinyl Tracks. Come on today to do a response to a contest that's being done by the Northern Vinyl Guy. This is Daryl at the channel Northern Vinyl Guy. He is celebrating being in the vinyl community for 1 year, and he's planning on, well, what he's done is he's put together 9 prompts that he wants you to answer to join this contest. Basically, just go over to his channel, subscribe, watch his contest announcement video, and you get all the information you need there. So he's having his drawing sometime around February 16th, and let's just go ahead with the with his contest. So the first prompt he has is to share a lyric with an unusual word or title, unusual lyrics, and who better to show than the Residents. This is from their album Duck Stab, and the second song on here is called Sinister Exaggerator. And here are the lyrics from that. Your life is leaning downhill, sloping off the outer edge. Your undetermined oyster beds were found to be a hedge. You caused the kids of Elmer Fudd to feed the farmer whose cadavers filled with onion rings and feet are filled with glue. Now, Sinister Exaggerator, what's your claim to fame? Is still your favorite Ferlinghetti found in Anti-Mame? Your altar life is superseded only from above. Your heart is like a silken sponge that calls saliva love. I mean, can't get much weirder, stranger than that. So prompt number 2 is show an album by an artist not from your country. So I'm living in Canada right now, originally from the States, and I'm going to show a record that I picked up not too long ago by an Italian artist, and that is Lucio Battisti. This is his album Umanamente Uomo il Sogno, and Lucio Battisti is one of my favorite Italian artists. He sings virtually all in Italian. You don't very often find anything by him outside of Italy, and I really liked him when I was in Italy. I listened to a lot of his music, so I seen this and decided I would pick it up. Of course, it's imported from Italy, and really good record, but I tell you, I don't think I've been disappointed by anything he's ever done. There's the label numero uno. Hello, Normie. Normie wanted to check it out too. So that's prompt number 2. Prompt number 3 is show an album by an artist. Oh, that's the one I just did. Show an album from a province or state that borders on yours. So, one of the provinces that borders on mine is British Columbia. And from British Columbia comes the band Doug and the Slugs. Great band. I really enjoy their music. A little bit on the light side, but a lot of fun too. And this particular one is called Cognac and Bologna. There's the back. And there's the label. I'm not sure what the label is called. It's on RCA, but Ritdong is the name of the label for that one. And there's also Music for the Hard of Hearing. So I've got a couple of albums from them, and really like their music. So prompt number 4, show some music paraphernalia. So this is one that I picked up just yesterday, as a matter of fact. This is a book called REM Fiction. This is written by David Buckley. It's a biography of the band, REM, of course, and very well looks like a very interesting book. I'm excited to get into that. There are some pictures in here, and they're spread throughout the book in different places. So, really looked like an interesting book. It's supposed to be kind of a different take on their official biography. Peter Buck once said, "I think we should hire someone who's a fiction writer and get them to make it all up. That would be good." Well, this is an actual biography, but written as a different, kind of a different perspective. Number 5, show an album from the 80s. A lot of things I could show from the 80s, but I decided to pick up an album from somebody that is actually more famous for her work in the 70s. But I really like this album she put out in 1988. This is Joni Mitchell, Chalk Mark in a Rainstorm. Very good, surprisingly well done album. It's got a little bit of that 80s flavor to it, and there's probably a little more keyboards than what you're used to hearing from her. But still, very well done album. Highly recommend. One of my favorite albums by her, Chalk Mark in a Rainstorm. All right, next. Prompt number 6, share a struggle you have in collecting music. Probably one of the biggest struggles I have has to do with, how much it costs to collect vinyl like everybody else. But not only that, when I find an artist like Pink Floyd, I just want to collect everything they've ever put out. And, if you look at all of the unofficial bootlegs and things like that by Pink Floyd, there's a lot of stuff out there, a lot of different versions of things. It's very difficult to try to get everything. So I guess in a way, for certain bands, I am a completist. King Crimson is another one. They've got so many live albums. I don't know how I'd ever be able to find them all. Prompt number 7, a grill you would like to get this year. Well, that's hard for me to narrow it down to just one. There's so many different ones out there. The one thing that I'm lacking, and I'm in my collection right now, in my vinyl collection, is punk. And one of the resolutions I made this year was try to get more punk in my collection. So that's what I would like to do this year. Prompt number 8, show an album people would be surprised that you own. Well, I'm going to show like 6 of them. I think a lot of people would be surprised to know that I got the first 6 albums in the Fresh Air collection by Mannheim Steamroller. I really like their music. I can't help it. I've seen them live several times, and they're just amazing musicians. This is the first Fresh Air album, and they're always on American Gramophone. Probably the first label to do exclusively direct-to-disc recordings. There's Fresh Air number 2, number 3, with the cutout and gatefold. Number 4, again with the gatefold there. And the first 4 have to do with the seasons. Number 5 has to do with space, probably more centered around the moon than anything, but this one they do along with the London Symphony and the Cambridge Singers. And then Fresh Air number 6, which has to do more with the sea and different kinds of Greek, what's the word I'm looking for? Talking about the different Greek gods and things like that. So that would be a surprise. I think a lot of people don't know that I have the first 6 Fresh Air albums. I'm, I think they probably got a little bit overplayed. People got a little sick of them or equate them to their parents' collections or things like that, or New Age, whatever. I think it's great music. They were actually around long before New Age was, and probably were a big part of bringing that movement in. Prompt number 9. Tell us what your favorite non-vinyl community related channel is. Before I had a couple of different injuries, I was really into hiking a lot. I like to do a lot of hiking. That has kind of been taken away from me now, in that with the foot injury I have, I am not able to do that. So I really still enjoy thinking about it, and I like to watch other videos of other hikers out there. One of my favorite channels is the First Church of the Masochist. This guy, I'll leave a link to his channel if you want to check him out. This guy has a really interesting sense of humor. He does these long range hikes, like he hiked from, last year attempted to hike from Delaware all the way to San Francisco on the American Discovery Trail. And he made it all the way to Moab, Utah. And that's as far as he got before the weather started to change. So he's planning on finishing that sometime later this year. But the big trip he's going to make is with his, I don't think it's his wife, but his girlfriend maybe. She is going to go with him over the summer and do source to sea canoe down the Yukon River. So that should be pretty interesting. So there you have it. Join in on this contest. Go subscribe to Northern Vinyl Guy's channel. I think he's up to 160 some odd subscribers right now. Got a very interesting channel, interesting sense of humor. I like watching what he finds out there. And check him out. Join on to this, show him your support, join this contest, and find out what it is he's got to offer as far as the winner of the contest. He'll tell you on his video, on his announcement video. So thank you for watching, and we will talk to you later.